folks, so we're just going to have another attempt at this case. I watched Diarmuid early and his attempt on it. I think I learned a couple of things, and let's just see if we can recreate what he did within the time. So let's have a go. So just a reminder of the rules. The important bits are here. Points numbered 1 to 24. A roll of 5-3 is not the same as 6-2. 5-3 means 5 spots and 3 spots. 5-3 and 3-5 are the same. You always move the highest first unless you're bearing off, in which case if you've got one that equals the number, you move that. No, you always do the biggest one first, and then you always move the farthest checker away, unless of course you've got the right number for bearing off, in which case you move that first. That's what it was. Okay. Doubles count as double, and you can only bear off if everyone is home. And then there's some stuff on wasted pips. So rather than dealing with the whole formula name manager thing, Diarmuid just names things straight from here. So if it's good enough for him, then good enough for the world number 2, it's probably good enough for us. And let's just name this P for pip offset. So for this one, don't know why I didn't think of it, but he did the length of each one of these, take away the length of substitute each of these. So this is the same way you would check how many letters or something are in there. So we'll use W and replace it with blank. And it's the sum of all that. And we're going to add on the same for black. And we want to do that as the sum product, so of this and this. And for this one, it's that one. That sort them over, they need to be that way around. There we go. And then we can just grab this for each of these to get our bonus. Copy it from there. Bam. Okay, level 2 is bearing off. They're already bearing off, no doubles. Level 3 is bearing off both sides. Number 4 is bearing off both sides with doubles, and number 5 is not bearing off. So let's build up the thing. Model. So Diarmuid just does this, which is really cool. So we'll say example 3, for example, and then we can get the X match of that in the whole column, wherever the names are, B. And then that gets us the row. Case number row. And then our board is that's going to be if that is less than 150, then that one. If it's less than 185. Then it's this one. If it's less than 225, then it's this one. Otherwise, less than 257, less than 86 and 90, so 91 is 262. If it's less than 267, it's this. Otherwise it's this. Is that too many nested ifs? Nope, seems to be okay. Alrighty, so that's the board. We're going to get a sequence of 24 for the bearing off, for the home, and we're going to highlight those as yellow, and then those can be the rest of the board. That's white and that's black, and this is going to be the length like we did before, length of this minus the length of substitute this with nothing. Lock that one and lock that one. And in this one we just want to sort by this and -1 to flip it. Okay, rolls. Let's just do this for now. But that's not right, so we want I to CJ. Okay, there's our dice. Let's pop that there and transpose it. Turn number, so that was always 80. Oh, we need a starting player. Starting player is the same as that, but for G. In fact, can we do index case G by this? We can indeed. Okay. Then we need to know who's which player it is. So that's going to be this one. And it's going to be if this is less than 150, then white. Otherwise, if this is white and black other than white. That should give us alternating all the way down. Excellent. Pips. So we're going to let dice be the Unicode of the middle of this, starting at 1, 2, 1 character, minus P. Okay, let's okay. If columns of unique D by unique columns, didn't know you could do that. Learned that from Diarmuid, there we go. Equals 1. Then H stack D, D, otherwise D. That's not giving me any doubles, but can we find one with doubles? There we go, excellent. So I'm doing this, I watched it yesterday, his attempt, so we're doing this very heavily from memory. Now what you want to do is we want to turn all of this into a column. So pips is going to be 2 col of the whole of that, and we are going to ignore blanks, and then this is going to be 2 col of if that's not nothing, then it's this, otherwise it is nothing. And we want this to ignore errors. Those should be the same length, they are. And then so player, and then we need the turn number as well. So that's just going to be like this. Okay, so we have the number of pips in our turn. Karnak seems to have just shut itself, which is interesting. Let's just start that up again. Karnak is the software they use for doing that. There we go. Don't know why it shut itself down. Odd. They've sent me a new version for the new live stream, so that's slightly worrying. Okay, right, so just going to have those there, and we are going to have those there. Okay, right, so that's turn 0. And then we want a previous turn over here. So we're going to look up whatever our player is. Don't want it like that. I just want like that. Locking it on the start, that's fine. And then returning from there. And we want to do that by last to first to get the last position. Okay, there we go. So that's the previous turn, and this is just going to be those. We need a couple of things going on here, so we want to know is bearing off. So that's going to be on the previous turn. And some of those equal 0. Right, so that just tells you if they're bearing off. And then we want to know counter moved. So that is going to be, if that is true, and from the previous turn, our roll, we need to sort our rolls as well. Okay, and our roll is greater than 0, and it's this. Otherwise it's the max if this, where this is greater than 0. Because it's not a filter, it takes those. There we go. Okay. So we need to sort those by descending. Four, 2, 5, 4, 6, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2. And we want to sort it by column. So you'll see some of these flip now. Yeah, cool. Some of those are flipping. Cool. That should now be fine. That's the counter that's moved. We've not got anything in this column yet, so that's fine. So then we want to know counter moved to and that is simply this minus this. And then this is going to be this plus at minus the negative unary operator of this equals this plus minus AQ13 equals this. So that should have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That looks like it could be working. And then what is it we actually want to know? On which turn does the game end? What turn does it end? On which turn does it end? On which turn does it end? Okay. So in that case we want to know the minimum and we want the min ifs turn number where that is true. Example 2, example 3, example 2, example 3, example 4, example 5, and then we want 90 starting from 10, is that right? Starting from 16. It's more than we need, but that's fine. Automatic calculation goes on. Ooh. Where do we get the value from? Right, because this can be well, that can't be right. Where does it go wrong? Okay, it's just having a moment. Okay. Okay, I guess in theory these can keep going because you can have okay. Just going to cheat this a bit. We're going to say offset L14 by 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we don't like offset. Okay, let's just see. Example 2.9. Example, let's grab 16 to 35. Oh, that is being slow. Let's turn calculation off. Okay, example 3, 17, good. So what's that, 36 to 55. $14, yep. 56 to 70. Oh, nope, to 80, my bad. And 81 to 100. Okay, excellent. If we just pop this back up to these bonuses. Bonus 2. It's being really slow because of a data table now. It's right, you can turn automatic calculation off, it's okay. We're going to fee stack. Oh, you don't even need to fee stack, it's just level 4, isn't it? Okay. Not too bothered about the bonuses, to be honest. We got that done at the time. I know Diarmuid did the heavy lifting for us, but it was yesterday we watched it. The wasted pips are going to be those -1s for... what was level 2? 16 to 35. So that's just... -1, is that right? Maybe it's not that simple. No. It wasn't more than that. Okay. Ah, yeah, no, because you needed to have done that for... That's not for this level, yeah. That would have been calculable, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm glad we managed to get that done, actually. That was a good practice. I know it wasn't our idea. I know it was Diarmuid's idea, but it's good that we can replicate it in the time. So, yeah, 1050. Cool. That's good to know. Just need to be able to find a solution like that quickly on Thursday and we'll be golden, but that's a big ask. But there's a couple of little time savers we've seen there, so that's good. Cool, so join me on Thursday at 8 AM on the FMWC live channel. I'll put a link to the official live stream in the description below, and yeah, I'll see you there. Wish me luck. Bye for now.